Hey, this is Lakeisha Mallet, America's Wealth Strategist and your partner in success. So welcome back to Brilliantly Bankable, where we are talking about how you leverage your skill set, your talents, and your ability into a profitable income stream. Today, we are going to talk about the four phases of an economic business cycle. And because this coronavirus has been really running rampant, it has taken a toll, especially in the United States, but all across the world. It has started to take a toll financially and in our economy. And so, because of that, I want to jump on and talk about the four seasons, nature in the four seasons, and how those relate or correlate to the business cycle, and how do you prepare yourself for the shift that is about to take place. So, when you think about nature, you think we have the four seasons as winter, spring, summer, and fall. So winter we know as a season when nothing is growing, it's cold, the days are short. There's a time that most people just tend to stay home because nothing is really happening, nothing's popping. When you think about spring, spring is the time where people begin to plant. Things are starting to, a shift is starting to happen. The weather is starting to change. You are starting to see the leaves sprout on the trees, and things are starting to pick up and look look new again. So then when you think about summer, you think summer things are in full bloom. The sky is beautiful. The days are long. The weather is warm. The weather is hot. And then when you think about fall, you think fall is the time where you gather up the harvest. The ground is starting to prepare for the winter season. The growth is slowing down, and that's pretty much how the four seasons in nature go, right? But the same thing happens in our economic business cycle. And success is really such a simple process. But like we talked about before, what's easy to do is also easy not to do. So when you think about an expansionary period in the business cycle, it really is like a summer season. Things are going well, the economy is going well, unemployment is low, the economy is doing great, things are in full bloom, production is at its height, right? Then you think about the peak season being more like the peak cycle being more like fall. Things are starting to slow down, is starting to prepare for a shift, which is going to be a contractionary period or a recession or what we consider like a winter season. Things are not going to be growing. Unemployment will be high. So growth will be stagnant. There won't be any growth. And then after that, you begin to go into what we consider like a spring or a trough period where the market starts to shift, the economy starts shifting, things are starting to pick up, production is starting to pick up, things are starting to go well in the economy. So when you think about the four economic phases of the business cycle, and when you think about the four seasons of our life, think about a farmer. And I like to use the analogy of a farmer a lot because a farmer is disciplined. So when you think about a farmer, they are disciplined. Why? Because they know if in the winter they're not preparing for the spring, then in the fall there will be nothing to gather and harvest. And so the same should be true for us, even in life, even now, even as it relates to business, even as it relates to finances. When you think about what is happening in the economy, if you liken those to the seasons, then you think about what a farmer does in the winter. What is a farmer doing in the winter? He's preparing his tools, he's gathering everything, he's sharpening whatever needs to be sharpened. He's preparing the animals for the winter time. He's getting everything prepared because he knows this is not a time for growth. But he knows that when the spring season comes, that it'll be time to sow, it'll be time to cultivate the ground, get it ready for the upcoming harvest, right? So think about that in business. Now the economy is doing, there's some shifts happening in the economy. The market isn't is low and it's dropping by the day. Real estate is things are happening in the real estate market. Think about, if you position yourself like the farmer, then what would be your strategy? What are you going to do? Because you know spring is coming. Winter doesn't last forever, but neither does spring. Neither does summer and neither does fall. So if you think about everything that a farmer is doing in each season, it is to prepare for the seasons that are coming. He in the summer, he's not thinking only about fall. He knows that the winter is coming, and he knows that spring will eventually be on the heels of winter, right? So when you think about being in a recessionary period or a contraction period, when you think about the market being down, when you think about the economy not doing well, you know that state is not going to last forever. And if it's not going to last forever, if winter does not last in a lifetime, then how do you position yourself? How do you begin to get strategic with your income that you can take advantage of the spring, that you can take advantage of the summer seasons? Because we know that an expansion period is going to be coming back again. We know that a peak season is going to be coming again. So how do you prepare yourself for the shifts in the marketplace so that you can come out on the other side thriving? That although there is a downtime or a downturn in the market, it doesn't have to take you out. If you have a strategy, if you have a plan, if you're being strategic, if you're executing on the things that you know to do, like the farmer, then you know that once winter passes, spring is coming. And if you know that a trough season is coming, then you know expansion is coming. When things are going to be at its height and doing well, you know the market is going to rebound. You know the market is going to come back. You know the real estate market is going to thrive again. Nothing lasts forever. Let me say that again. Nothing lasts forever. So if you think about nature, if you think about the business cycles as it relates to nature, then you know that in a winter season, you know that you should be preparing for the seasons that are coming ahead. So I just want to jump on and share that all with you, because remember, you are brilliantly bankable, and I want you to continue to keep moving and climbing towards your goals. This has been Lakeisha Mallet. To your success.